The Stanley Cup playoffs are only beginning tonight, and already I'm ready to rip off my blazer, remove my TV makeup, and go to the penalty box after pummeling other members of the media with their microphones. Did you see the story in the Washington Post yesterday? 4 of 5 experts at both ESPN and Sports Illustrated see our Stanley Cup winning Washington Capitals losing to the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Eastern Conference Finals. 2 of these so-called experts predict the Caps will be upset by the Carolina Hurricanes in the first round. Almost none picked the Capitals to defend the lone championships won in 27 years in our godforsaken sports town. Here's my only problem with their logic. These are almost all the same people who picked the Capitals to win the Cup between 2009 and 2017, when the Caps won Bupkis. I'm not railing on these people because I'm some pom-pom waving homer whose kids and family friends took pictures with Ovi in the Cup before they jumped on the bus to the parade last June. I'm not that biased sports journalist influenced by their neighbors using their daughter's toy car to mow down a likeness of Sidney Crosby in his Penguins jersey on their front lawn. Maybe I am. All I'm saying is they're wrong, misinformed, and completely bamboozled because the Lightning dominated the regular season and won the President's Cup. Fact, only once in the past decade has a President's Trophy winner also raised the Stanley Cup. Fact, the Caps are healthy and peaking right now. Fact, I am a homer when it comes to this team, and I will attend another parade this summer in this town. It's on! It's so on! I'm Mike Wise.